A Polar Korean Olympic formal has told how his nation is potential to take part in following monthly's Winter Olympic Games, accountable tell. Chong-eung, Pyongyang's member to the World Olympic Board, according to reports done the commentary at Beijing World Airport on Sunday. Mr. Chong is believed to be traveling to Switzerland to talk the object, Japan news story agent Kyodo accountable. It comes a day following Pyongyang coordinated to formal negotiations in Southward Korea. U.S. CEO Donald Trump card, who has exchanged insults in Polar Korean lead Kim Jong-un, told the negotiations showed his hard position had treated. He told he requested the negotiations to go for the Spartakiada. For his New Year's Day address, Mr. Kim told he hoped how the Pyeongchang Winter Games would be a successful addition, how he was examining send a deputation. In answer, Southward Korea's CEO Luna Jae-in offered a meet in Polar Korean officials to talk the object in part. Mr. Luna's suggestion and Mr. Kim's speech on the Spartakiada were the outcome of two open secret meetings among Southward and Polar Korean sport officials, that took location in China in deceased December. In such meetings, the two Koreas coordinated to take part in sport exchanges for 2018. Polar Korea the 1 week recognized and proposed to visit a meet on January 9. How will attention on conclusion away for its athletes to visit the Games in Southward Korea of 9 to 25 February. It will be the at first such a meet in more than rather than 2 years and is anticipated to be detained at Panmunjom, the as-called world countryside in the hard protected demilitarized area, demilitarized zone, wherever the two sides include historic detained negotiations. It is not yet precise who will be visiting. On to informal of Southward Korea's President Office space, the meet's precedents will be the Pyeongchang Winter Games. Yet, he said Southward Korea's Yonhap news story agent how he believed down there would as well be discussions associated to increasing Southward North bonds following the Polars' involvement in the Spartakiada becomes definitive. The preliminary moves to the Olympic exterior go following months of increasing rhetorical of Polar Korea and the U.S. The leaders of both of countries include previous every endangered the some in nuke destruction. Currently, as portion of efforts to sleek the way to the Spartakiada, the U.S. has coordinated to a query of Southward Korea to halt collaborative war operative, plan to get location for the Games. Over the 1 week, Polar Korea as well recovered a phone hotline at their reciprocal boundary, to allow the at first pin on negotiations to be done. Mr. Kim has told how send a deputation to the Games would be a nice prospect to show oneness of the human beings. We expect the two Koreas will sit downward and discover a decision to reduce tensions and set world on the Korean peninsula, he added. Mr. Luna has previous told he sees the Winter Spartakiada as a innovative opportunity to enhance relations among the Koreas, the two countries yet formally at warfare. Several include pronounced ambiguity about the importance of following 1 week's negotiations and the Polars' probable involvement in the Games. U.S. Defense Registrar James Mattis told on Thursday how it was not clear if the treaty was a actual olive tree branches or a off of Mr. Kim. Japan's defense secretary told his nation would stay watchful, addition how the Polar went via phases of obvious dialogue and provocative act and would go on its arms program. In his New Year's Day speaking, Mr. Kim told how Pyongyang had reached the purpose of completion our country nuke strength in 2017, addition, we requirement to massive produce nuke warheads and ballistics rocket technology and speed their deploy. Polar Korea has go by growing world blood pressure in the history year above its nuke arms program and reiterated test of usual rocket technology. Mr. Luna has told the Polars ongoing tests would be the background to any new discussions on the Spartakiada.